Hello, hello, hello. Sonia here. Just want to go over my initial setup cost and what I'm going to include in my very first tank for the 10-gallon. Let me get the name right. 10-gallon fish tank sales success blueprint. I am going to work with Gastrodermus hastatus, or the hastatus cory. Some people know it. A lot of retailers and local fish stores are using the term black diamond cory, but it is Gastrodermus hastatus. It is like a small pygmy type cory, really cute with a black diamond on its tail, looking diamond on its tail, really beautiful coloration. That's the fish I'm going to use. I'm going to use ram's horn snails. I'm going to use Java moss. I'm going to use guppy grass. I'm going to use another wetland fine stem plant that I'll be showing you, not today, but later. And most of these plants I have on hand, and I'm going to use Salvinia cuculata. Which is a floating plant that contains itself quite well. So I'm going to use a 20-gallon long tank, which I have over there, which I've repurposed. I had sanitized it, broke it down, sanitized it, because I want to community breed because it's such a small cory and the eggs are so tiny. And it's a rare kind of fish that has trouble breeding in captivity, so I want to create a highly planted ecosystem with lots of hiding places. That's my goal. And so I'm going to use some aqua soil for the back part of the tank. I did sketch the tank here of what I wanted to do. And you see one piece of driftwood and the river rock, the sand in front because cories need sand, and then the plants in the back, and then some other hiding spaces. So for substrate, I have the aqua soil for the back. Then I also have this kind of a heavy tub, but the Bora Contra Sand, which is really my favorite, super light colored, just makes everything else pop. Then I'll have a piece of driftwood, which is also light colored, which is why I'm going to do river rock and darker colored rocks for the accent. I did go to Lowe's and get some really pretty river rock. When these are wet, they have better coloration. I also got a couple terracotta pots, hiding spots. I'm also going to use a spawning mop in this setup. This is Aquarium Co-op spawning mop. Just more places where the eggs can get attached to, and possibly if they like the spawning mop, I could actually then remove the eggs and hatch them that way. I'm going to also have a coconut hut in there. I have my Java moss. And then I have the guppy grass, the cuculata, and the fern that I have in another holding tank right now where the fish are. I have 6 to 8 hastatus right now, so I'm going to have to get up to a group of 20 because 20 is actually what is really preferred for breeding. As I did the research, the more you have, the better, and of course the more you have, the bigger tank. I'm going to use the Aquarium Co-op dechlorinator, easy dechlorinator. I'll be using their root tabs as well as their easy green. I do have a small heater because they really like between 70 to 75, so I don't want it to get too warm, but I do want it to stay warm. I do have my Dr. Tim's beneficial bacteria. And of course, I have a brand new. Now I'm trying to start this tank from scratch, not going to reuse substrate, not going to reuse filters, which is why I have the beneficial bacteria. But then I also have the Easy Flow sponge filter. So I'm going to do brand new sponge filter as well. I have some air hose. And that should be all the main things that I'm going to use aside from the livestock. I will also be using crystal black shrimp as my shrimp. And all of those, the ram's horn shells are probably one of the hardiest for a lower pH because I'm going to do a softer water, slightly acidic pH. I'll throw some leaf litter in there as well, which I have on hand. But we're shooting for a pH between 6 and 6.5, which all the species that I'm using except for the ram's horn really like, but that's I'm probably going to have to add something in there, some cottlebone or something that will allow that that ram's horn snails to maintain their shell. The other thing is we have a softer water here, so, and this particular fish really does like frequent water changes anyways. It likes it really clean, especially the fry. But so I'll do a lot of small water changes, and then that also will keep the pH from dropping too low, because we do have softer water here, which is beneficial for soft water fish, but and that's Anchorage municipality water. So when I put all this together, what I invested to actually start this tank myself was about $132. But of course I spent like $35 on the beneficial bacteria, $45 on the substrate. You don't need fancy contra sand, but I love it. But then when I did the math about how much I actually used of each thing and the stuff that I was brand new that I had on hand, $142 is what the tank cost me. Okay, have a great day.